real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Yeah. Beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
From the stadium that hosted Super Bowl 48 back in 2014, there's a look at MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Buffalo Bills and the New York Jets. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Check Mike 39. Check Mike 39. They want to learn. Watch the safety crew.
Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down. It's rare that a man his size can't at least push forward for a yard, but they stopped him there for nothing.
You're talking about Tiny? You're talking about the little guy back there? That monster. Yeah, you're exactly right. And it takes a group effort to get a guy like that down and not let him find some space. The first guy in, he's got to take one for the team, right? Because he's just waiting there and holding on for everyone else to help him out.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And they'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line. Good starting position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Now a handoff here to his running back. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
At the 39-yard line.
Hey, here we go, son. 46. Check Mike 46. You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing today.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. It's brought in by Jamison Crowder. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
Complete to Jamison Crowder. A gain of 5 brings up 3rd and 6.
General West.
Throwing here on third down, Darnold. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Matthew Ioannidis in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. On 4th down, on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And that ball's going to angle out at the 3-yard line, a beauty.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM, it always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
Let's go, defense.
On second down, it's Henry. He's going to have the first down past the 20 as he's all the way up to the 24-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Relatively small sample size, but that's his longest run of the first quarter. Bounced it out to the outside to make it successful.
And to get there, you actually need some help. It's not just your pure speed getting to the corner, making sure that the blocking is taken care of inside so the pursuit doesn't get you. And oftentimes, those wide receivers, tight ends that might be flexed out, they've got to control the edge and make sure no one from the outside can spill the play before he gets there.
Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. And now they'll throw with Allen. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And nothing but daylight ahead. 20. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Noah Fant with touchdown number 12 on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point right down the middle, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken very short.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. On second down now, McFarland. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Let's go, let's go.
Now it's Darnold. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. They'll wind up with 17 on that one, but they're still a bit short here for 4th.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent game. Now they're in 4th and manageable.
Just a little short, though, of that marker. Now this is fielded in the end zone. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Bills will take over at their own 20. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive, that culminating touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Coming to you, coming to you.
Derrick Henry. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
Allen going to try and throw on 3rd down. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo first down.
Hey, check 180. Check 39.
Here we go. Let's bring it. Let's go.
A first down carry for Henry. The corner, Perry Nickerson, had to tackle.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Check 39.
Get ready.
Allen. This is the tight end, Fant. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down. The Bills with the football as we start quarter number 2. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here.
Watch twist. Watch twist.
Shift. Watch the shift.
Alert.
57. Mike, 57. I hope you brought your lunch because I'm about to take you to school.
Hey, high 7.
57 is wrong. It's going to be a long day.
So the shotgun snap to Allen.
Safety screaming.
Looking left sideline, it's complete. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Hey, Brown 80. Check 39.
Back to the ground now. It's Henry. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Marcus Peters up to make the tackle.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Watch the run. Watch the run.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Allen. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. The Bills on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. And his kick is indeed good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there. 10-play drive, but they stiffened when they got close to the goal line, made them kick a field goal. And for the offense, 10-play drive. They might be a little disappointed they got a field goal, but they moved the ball down the field with dispatch and came away with points.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
You better bring it.
Now a give, right side. McFarland. And they'll get him down up past the 15. 10 yards is the pickup. Good enough for a Jet first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Watch the
So a little breathing room now. 1st and 10 at the 17. They run the counter now. It's Anderson. Anderson a first down and more. Finally taken down at the 32-yard line. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Anderson. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down. Darnold from the gun. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Fletcher Cox able to record his 5th sack of the season. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Leonard Williams in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
On 3rd and long, it's Allen. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. How about 25 yards on 3rd down? They'll take it.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. To throw, it's Allen. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half, 10-0 our score. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. To the air, Allen. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Ja'Kai Polite in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Here's Allen to throw it. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Just like that.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Allen. Wide open receiver complete. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's 4th down. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that'll push the lead up to 13-0. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
That's fielded in the end zone.
go. First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. The results for them so far not that great. Well, not good at all. 3 drives, 3 punts.
Yeah, and now what you're doing is you're looking at your play sheet, trying to figure out what you're going against defensively. I wonder, are they showing them something they haven't seen or anticipated in practice, and maybe that's throwing them off? Or do they just have to go to a different play calling section and try and run some offense that way?
Right back to him on first down. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10. A first carry for Trenton Cannon. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. Back-to-back stops make it third and 10. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. First and 10. Back to throw, Darnold. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. A Jet first down, 18 big yards that time. Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. They've got a first and 10 at the 15. Darnold now to throw. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Now let's see who this is on. Well, he's got to have that wrong, doesn't he? They declined that.
There's no doubt about it. Sorry to step on you there, partner, but let's go ahead and run this one together, right? Incomplete pass. Yet they call pass interference, and somehow you're going to decline that penalty?
I'm so confused. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a second and 10.
Turn up. Turn up.
Now Darnold. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. A 15-yard touchdown grab as his guys are back within a single score. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 13-7. So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a one-score, 6-point game. This one fielded at the 5. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
Here we go.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The end result, 21 yards.
Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D.
Hey, switch gears, switch gears.
10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
At the 50-yard line.
57, come on. I'm coming.
They'll run it again with Henry. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. The last 2 plays each lose a yard. They'll try to move forward here on 3rd and 12. From the gun, it's Allen. Dancing to his left. And they'll get this across midfield, but not nearly close to a 1st down as he stopped at the 48. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th. The Bills send the punter out as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And what could he possibly be thinking? He just took the fair catch at the 1-yard line. Major mistake. Amazing. Perfectly placed. If that ball goes 1 extra yard, maybe not even an extra yard, the starting point is the 20.
So there is a reason that a lot of punters are also excellent golfers. They know distance control. You know what else they have? Same groove motion over and over. Once they have that down, it repeats under pressure.
That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Lady, 54, Mike, 54, take that.
From his own goal line, Darnold.
Watch the screen.
And this one will be taken up. They'll spot it right at the 7. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
A gain of 2 on the play. Brings up 3rd and 4.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Red 80. Mike's 50.
A shotgun snap for Darnold. Oh, he can't hang on to it. Almost intercepted. They would have loved the first pick of the game there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Brown 80.
Mike 57. Watch one.
56, 56.
Watch the whip.
1st down, and they're going to throw with Allen. He'll rifle this one deep right. This is caught inside the 15.
Let's go, Spud.
It's a gain of 35. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. Goose.
Pass 85, pass 85. Alert. What's that?
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's got it. And he's going to get into the end zone. So the fake spike works, and they score. Devin Funches, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Here's Allen, and he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They'll run it now out of the gun. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 7.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Jets on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Here's Darnold. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Tease Tabor.
Well, you're trailing. It's the 4th quarter, and you've got to throw the football. But the defense knows this, too. So they're just going to sit back, bring in an extra defensive back or two, the old nickel or dime strategy, Brandon, and wait for you to put that bad boy up for grabs. And this one winds up being intercepted.
Down 80!
Watch the run. Single. Hey, 17 George, watch 17. Man left. He's coming.
Hey, hold. We got double up.
So after the INT, it's Allen. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off near the 44. There he goes left side. And it's a touchdown for the Jets. Extra point attempt here still to come. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this run.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards and a Buffalo 1st down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon. But with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Now Allen. And a big one across here as he's taken down. Ja'Kai Polite has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's second and a country mile. Throwing now is Allen. And the pressure gets to him again.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Check 31.
Now Allen throwing on 3rd and long. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. As his guys are in for 6. As they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They'll need to regroup after the costly interception last time. It led to a tying touchdown. 21 all is where we stand, and they've got it 1st and 10.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship. Stop. Hey, turn it up.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Allen now looks to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Darnold. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A Jet first down, 18 big yards that time.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Hey, Orvin. Here we go.
On first down, it's Darnold. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. From 17 yards out. And the Jets have taken the lead.
Did you see them hold up 4 fingers at the start of the fourth quarter?
They were ready.
They were definitely ready. They may or may not have done that, but they certainly have played that way. The fourth quarter has belonged to them, and now the lead belongs to them as well.
Extra point attempt to follow here. It's good. That makes it a 28-21 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking my replacement may get an offer.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off near the 44. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. He was trying to find his tight end, Chris Herndon, and that'll bring up second down.
54, right there, right there. 54, Mike. Strip the ball. Strip that ball.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. To throw is Darnold. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 15. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. Well, when you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year, I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
And because of that, he's looking at a game today where in order to make that big move and maybe become the guy, he needs multiple takeaways, multiple big plays, things that get our attention and reverberate for weeks to come.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. Allen going to throw. Caught by Jones. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Back to throw. He'll find Jones again, complete. The first down screen pass, good for 5.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Back to throw, Allen. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. you're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Leonard Williams in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. Allen will look to throw for it on 4th. He's going to let it fly. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Brashad Perriman with touchdown number 7 on the year, as they can now tie the game with the extra point here in the final 2 minutes. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good, and we are tied here in the 4th quarter. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. This will be taken short. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go. At their own 25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. Darnold now to throw. Airing one out for Crowder. And he can't come up with a pick. Nearly his second of the game. Instead, 4th down. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions, and that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. In a tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
He's going to fire this, and got his man, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
This challenge was initiated by the guys in New York. Taking a look at the play, less than 2 minutes to go.
Yeah, I'm sure the coach wanted to challenge it, so he's probably going to send the New York office a holiday card. Now Allen. He's going to look deep for Perriman. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Jets take over first and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Tie game, and barring something incredible here, we're likely headed to overtime.
And just a couple of scenarios here to keep in mind. One, if you want to be really aggressive, you do throw the Hail Mary and see if you can get something downfield.
What would you do?
What I would do is either hand it off inside, or more likely I take a knee and let the clock run out. Because if I'm back there trying to throw and a sack happens, the ball comes free, I can lose the game here. If I get to overtime, I can still win it.
Let's see if they are in line with Charles Davis. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They're set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing, because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. Not laying back defensively. They blitzed right there first play in OT.
The game's changed a bit, hasn't it? I'm telling you, when we were kids, most of the time you'd lay back, not necessarily prevent defense, but you'd want everything in front of you and hope that the offense made a mistake. Now people aren't counting on that. They're going after him and being aggressive. Of course, if they pick up your...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. On 3rd and long, it's Allen. That is caught. It's Perriman. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Backed up deep in their own territory. They were in search of a cushion, and the cushion was found.
And you have to think total game, even in overtime. As a head coach, field position still counts in this spot. So they had to get out from the shadow of their own goal line, get themselves some breathing room. Obviously, that helps them on offense, but it may help their defense, too. Might be necessary here in OT.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And inches at their 49-yard line.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. To the air, Allen. He's got this one complete to Perriman. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down. So he hooked up with a veteran there, and in overtime, that's not a bad idea. Go with the age and the experience.
Yeah, because sometimes the young guys, they give you the fresh legs and give you all that bounce. But in this type of a situation, sometimes those legs slow down a little bit as the enormity of the moment overwhelms them. The veteran guys, they tend to come through.
Here's Allen to throw it. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
A 7-yard pickup brings up.
Now the Jets are going to burn another timeout. They'll be down to just one remaining as we step aside here in overtime. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Hey, tight. Alert, alert, alert.
Again, they'll throw with Allen. Looking for Perriman there. He's got him. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters, what you wanted. But how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
Yeah. One up and up this magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror now, I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing. Now I hit the scene, daylight lights, camera action. Living in a dream, now my music, they be blasting. Step out, I'm a star, always in the latest fashion. Had to set the bar, try to catch me lacking. Bank account for my son, he won't have to struggle. You can see it in my eyes, all I do is hustle. They tried to knock me off my feet, I'm ready to rumble. Felt like I ain't ate in weeks, working off the muscle. Oh yeah, oh my, we ride for my brothers, no lie. All you can die, never wrong, they right. I ain't changing my side, yeah, we in it for life. And I've been magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laugh. Hey, how could you lie to my face? People claim that they be loyal, they be taking up space. See my broski lose his heart when he was fighting that case. Took so many yells, I'm not